Have you ever had a dream in retirement, something that you wanted to do? And if you ever verbalized it, did you find that family and friends were trying to talk you out of it? Sometimes the greatest obstacles in retirement are not money, age, or health. Possibly it's the people we love who find it off the wall something you want to do. And you'll hear this: you want to do what? Like they get upset. You might be thinking, tell them that you're going to start a business or take a job or volunteer at something or perhaps go across the world to help with a volunteering situation, some kind of travel, third world country. The family's going to go bananas. And then they start with why. Why do you want to do this? You're retired. Sit back. Enjoy your life. You don't have to do this. You'll be standing all day or you'll get sick. We won't be there. We're worried. Like as in worried to death. You're going to ruin your health. Usually, retirees who start a business or take a job are not doing it because they have financial necessity. Now, that doesn't negate people who retire and are financially struggling, who may take a job and no one will question it because they need the money. But when it's something that your family or friends really consider far out, you could have lots of difficulty to convince them. And maybe you don't want to do it without having them on your side. And sometimes, maybe when it's a job or a new career or writing a book, that you would like to have financial success just to prove that what you're doing has value. I have two really juicy stories for you today. My name is Eleanor Rose, and my channel is Women 50 Plus Stories, transformation stories, where women across the world share what they're doing and why it's working so well. There's my little dog walking around. The first story, and both of these stories, mind you, come from this book, which is one of my books where people sent their stories. You can find this on Amazon as a paperback and on fantasticretirement.com as an ebook. And the two stories today come from that book. And I like them so much that I think you will enjoy them. So the first story was sent to me by a lady named Leanne in Canada. And she started out by saying, both of us got, why are you going to do that? You're too old. The one lady's son said, if you want to go to Ireland, just go for a month's vacation. But that's not what she and her best friend Marion had in mind. The both of them were TV fans of the program Coronation Street, which was shown in Canada and filmed in England. So they felt that they knew lots about British pubs. And they talked it over with each other. Wouldn't it be neat to go to Ireland and work in a pub? They looked on the internet and there were advertisements. Pubs in Ireland need barmaids. So they thought, wow, maybe we'll go to Ireland, get a place to live, work as a barmaid for a year or two, and see just how much we like it. And our family can come over and visit, whatever. So they broke the news, both of them, to their families. Holy smoke, did it ever hit the fan? Don't do it. You're going to have sore feet. What if you get sick? We're too far away from you. Not a good idea. So both of these ladies had pensions. Maybe not huge pensions, but reasonable pensions. And they both had their own places. So they decided, without their family's permission, that they were going to do it. And so they scanned the internet ads and they answered a bunch of them. And lots of times nobody answered, but occasionally somebody said something very polite. But one day they got an email saying, "Would you two ladies like to start work next month?" Because that pub in Ireland was badly short staffed. So they put it to their families. They said, "We're going." They said, "We'll learn how to pull a pint. We'll learn how to stand on our feet all day. We'll just get along with everyone." Now, if you want something bad enough, you have to dust off your determination. And if you're open to new possibilities, you have to stick to them till you've got it, done it, been there, or changed your life so that that's what you got. Now, seniors are disheartened by negative reactions by family and friends, and yet some of them go ahead and do it anyway. So they did go to Ireland, and they did rent a very small, sort of shabby little flat. They knew that an apartment was called a flat, and they got started with their careers as barmaids. And they were really well accepted because everybody loved their accent. You know, let's go to the pub where there's Canadians behind the bar. And the people came in even more. So the pub was getting more business with those ladies. And they did a little traveling. They went to England, they went to France, Belgium. Not big holidays, always staying in hostels, pensions, but they were having the time of their lives. And they stayed for 2.5 years before one of them was thinking about home. But what a great story. They actually did it. Now, another story that is also in this book came to me from a man in Germany. And ladies, you can take inspiration from his story. He was a retired German man, and he said to his family, "My intention is I'm going to go to Canada." And they thought, "Bravo, go for a holiday. Isn't that nice, Dad?" And he said, "No, I'm going to Banff, Alberta." And they again thought, "Great, good for you, Dad." And he said, No, I'm going there to work in a motel." So the next question is, what's a motel? He explained that because he had said the word in English, and his English was fairly good. He knew he could get by. And they said, "What does that mean?" And he said, "Well, they need help. They need a handyman, and they need somebody on the front desk in the evening. They're advertising for somebody to come." And his kids said, "Are you crazy? Do not do this. Go to Banff, enjoy yourself, and come home." And he said, "I am going to go for the entire season." And that's what he did. He got on the airplane and he came to Toronto, changed planes, ended up in Calgary, found his way to Banff and to this motel, had already been hired, and they were thrilled to have him because he was a super handyman and he was great on the front desk. So he went there from spring through summer and through the fall until the tourist season ebbed off. And he flew home. But here's the kicker. Like his family had said, "You're going to pay your own way to go there to work." And he did. But here again, wowie. He went again for the next 5 years because, let's face it, Banff in the mountains, fantastic, really beautiful, really rugged. Not the scenery he was used to in Europe. Really fantastic. And everybody loved him there. What a great retirement story. So if you have the courage to do something that, as I've said, is a little bit off the wall, and family and friends are all yelling at you not to do it, really investigate it. Look into it. Make sure it's safe. And then, if it is, take the plunge. Let's face it, you only live once. And if it's going to be a great idea, challenging yourself, learning something new, having the time of your life, this is when to do it, in retirement. Your family means well, and they're going to worry about you. But you know what? They say to you, uh, if you go there and you fall on the floor, how are we going to get to you? Well, the truth is, if you fall on the floor in your own home, whether it's Germany, US, Canada, or whatever, it still may take time for somebody to get to you. And are you going to live your life in regard to maybe you'll fall on the floor? I don't think so. Not in retirement. This is your chance. Grab it. If you've had an idea in your head all along, don't wait. Do not wait. Take the bull by the horns, investigate the whole thing really, really well, and then jump at it. I'm Eleanor Rose, and I hope you enjoyed the two stories. And you might want to buy that book, whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy what is being emailed to me on this channel for women 50 plus. All kinds of ideas, and it's terrific if you leave your story in the comments below. Every little thing that you say may affect another woman, giving her information or courage or simply enjoyment. Take care. Join me in the next video. Bye for now.